police state, here we go.
I will restore the Home Secretary's power to fire a Chief Constable.
First, we'll start with the Chequers Islands again.
But after the Conservatives pointed out on how their surrender would violate our existing international obligations, this very 1966 treaty between the UK and the US, which states that the British Indian Ocean Territory shall remain under the United Kingdom's sovereignty.
Looked at any of the history of this. The UK-US agreement has been updated in 1972, 1976, twice, 1987 and 1999. The UK can ratify the treaty. We will need to do the following: pass primary and secondary legislation, update the UK-US agreement, the exchange of notes, and put in place arrangements on the environment, maritime security and migration. Now,
just because it's been changed doesn't mean you can go against it fully, especially when it's quite obviously a bad idea and the other party doesn't want to do it. Now going from ceasing control to gaining more, Mahmood sets out how she's going to change the police by centralising jurisdictions, by using AI for our checks and balances admin, and the right to fire people she doesn't think are doing the job properly.
That starts with the creation of a new national police service. At first, this force will set standards and lift administrative tasks off local forces. But in time, it will draw in all national crime-fighting responsibilities, including counter-terrorism policing, serious organised crime and fraud. Alongside this new national force, we will replace the patchwork of 43 local forces that has remained almost unchanged since the 1964 Police Act. That model has been straining for decades. Today, it is simply not fit for purpose. So we will introduce a smaller number of regional forces responsible for specialist investigations like murder, serious sexual offences and public order. And within these forces, we will introduce smaller local policing areas. These will be focused exclusively on local policing, tackling the burglaries, shoplifting and antisocial behaviour. It is vital we set these new forces up in the right way. So I will soon launch a review to determine the precise nature of these new forces and the precise number. Its work will be completed this summer. This will include the largest ever rollout of live facial recognition technologies across England and Wales. When the future arrives, there are always doubters. 100 years ago, fingerprinting was decried as curtailing our civil liberties, but today we could not imagine policing without it. I have no doubt the same will prove true of facial recognition technology in the years to come. At the same time, we will launch Police.ai, investing a record £115 million in AI and automation to make policing more effective and efficient.
Right, so I'm going to put all your details into the computer and it's going to tell us whether you're going to keep your job or not. Computer says no.
Forces performance will be transparent and public, and where performance falls, we will take action. We will create new turnaround teams to go into a force where performance has fallen. And in the most extreme examples of a failure of leadership, I will restore the Home Secretary's power to fire a Chief Constable. This was a vital power relinquished by the last Conservative government, who handed that power to police and crime commissioners, a position that I consider a failed experiment.
I'm sure you do. But this is what they thought was a good idea.
I just want to read you back to you the letter that you received from the British government to confirm that you actually received this. It's to you, and it says your UK visa basically has been cancelled. This means you cannot travel to the UK without a visa. This is because, I'm quoting, this is because your presence in the UK is not considered to be productive to the public good. You cannot appeal this decision. Did you actually receive that letter?
I did, and relatively out of the blue too. I mean,
Keir Starmer was coming into government. He made it his government's priority to free El Fattah, who was an Egyptian who was in jail for terrorism in Egypt. He welcomed him back in. Once he got back in, we looked through his hysterical tweets and we find out that he hates white people, wants to kill Zionists. He's a hate figure, an extremist, and he's in our country. The country don't want him there. We want our borders secure. So finally, after all the criticism, after all the backlash, after all the demands, Keir Starmer has decided to get tough. He has now banned the first figure. He's decided to ban them. They're banned from the UK. Let's see who he banned.
it's me. It's me.
So Ava, you've been banned from the UK.
Yes.
For what?
for criticizing your prime minister. I mean, that's obviously not what he says. They wrote me an email saying I'm not conducive to the public good. But the only thing that I did, because I don't have a criminal record, I haven't committed any crime. The only thing that I did was criticize your prime minister 3 days before I received that decision from the Home Office.
Your presence is not conducive, is that the word?
Yeah, not conducive.
Not conducive. So the jihadists, the people who we have no criminal record checks, the people who are getting rid of their ID, the people you're having to pay for, their presence is conducive, according to Keir Starmer. But Ava Blandon-Brooks is not.
I'm not, and I just want to go and express my opinion freely, as people are supposedly allowed to do in free societies, right, in democratic nations. I'm not coming to ask you for free housing. I'm not coming to ask you for free healthcare or for citizenship.
Now, this clip isn't in response to this, but it does show the pompous attitude Labour have to anyone who disagrees with them.
Me, Madam Deputy Speaker, I will take no lectures from the Conservative Party on policing.
Sorry, the councils who covered up the grooming gangs, who were they run by? Now, if that's what they think of the Tories, then here's just one of many snippets that show you what they think of reform.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It was reported on the TV yesterday that the Labour backbenchers are revolted. Now, that is a matter of opinion. Unlike the Labour backbenchers and the Prime Minister, unlike the Labour backbenchers and the Prime Minister, he doesn't have a TV license. Order. I think we'll have to get up. One of us is going to sit down, it's not going to be. Who was the person that was speaking out then? If you haven't got the guts to admit to shouting somebody down, leave the chamber. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
And after his question, this is the Deputy Prime Minister's response.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I think I once campaigned with the Honourable Gentleman who was a member of the Labour Party. And it's been said of him that when he left, he enhanced the IQ of the Labour Party and the IQ of the party that he went to.
It's me. It's me.
Right, so is that you using your high IQ, Mr. Lammy?